Hi, welcome to this video on support and resistance. I'm going to be talking to you about what it is and how to identify it on a chart. Support is an area where buyers begin to overtake the sellers and prices begin to turn up, and resistance is just the opposite, where sellers begin to overtake the buyers and prices begin to turn down. Right now we're looking at a daily chart on Baidu, symbol BIDU. And I'm going to show you some different examples of where you'll find support and resistance areas. Right now I have three moving averages up. The 20 is the gray, the 50 is the orange here, and a 200 is this red line. You can see here the 50 provided support, as well as the 20 providing some resistance overhead. Once it broke through, this support now became resistance. The role was reversed. So when it came back up to test the 50, it was resistance at that point here, and again here. And then here's where the 200 moving average provided support before it trended back up. We can also draw a trend line. How I mentioned that trend lines provide support and resistance. You can see how this trend line provided support during its uptrend, even way out here, and then once it broke through, it provided resistance. It was basically similar to the 50 period moving average. You also have consolidation areas, which I talk about in one of the other videos. But let's move this trend line up here to the top of this consolidation point. Right here, you extend this out, and here's another point of support. So there's several different ways you can get support and resistance, and they're all very important to watch when trading. They'll help you with entries and exits and help you determine if there's enough potential profit in a trade before you take it. Let's take a look at another chart. Okay, this is a 3-minute chart on symbol NFLX, which is Netflix. Take a look at here. Once it broke through the 20 and the 50 period moving average, it had trouble breaking down below it. So this 50 moving average basically held support all the way up through here. It broke through the 200, which turned around and provided support, and then it just continued trending up. We could draw a trend line as well, right up through here, where it provided support. And then, as I mentioned before, there's other areas you can look at, not just with moving averages or trend lines or consolidation points. Let me bring some of those up right now. Okay, this is the same Netflix chart, a 3-minute chart. This red line identifies yesterday's low, which a lot of times is a support level. Once it's broken, the role was reversed and it provided a resistance level. You can see here how it bounced off, not just once, but came up and tested this area and began to consolidate right underneath it. And once it broke through, this orange line is yesterday's close, which also can provide support or resistance levels. And so you see it provided resistance here, and once it broke, when it pulled back, now it becomes support. So you can see these support and resistance areas, you get them in a lot of different ways, through trend lines, moving averages, and previous day's data, as well as consolidation points. And it's very important to watch these areas so that you know where potential reversing points or hesitation points are, so you can better manage your trades. Okay, so let's do a quick review on support and resistance. Prices move in relationship to sellers versus buyers, and support is an area where buying begins to overtake selling and prices turn up. And resistance is an area where selling begins to overtake the buying and prices begin to turn down. Sign up for our free Gimme Trades pre-market alerts at our website, www.exacttrades.com, and while you're there, check out our full library of products and services.